Alright, this is an episode that I've always wanted to do. It's been a while since I had this idea, but I had to contemplate it a bit. I wanted to think of a couple skins, like potential skins that they could use for each character in Overwatch. They're not all going to get the same amount because I'm an idiot. I can't think of the same thing for everybody, but I'll see if I can get at least more than one. Let's get started. Starting off with D.Va, I really can't think about anything on the spot, but the Mantis from Halo, that is definitely a skin I would like to see for D.Va. It's literally the same thing, except of course it has a ground pound, but it has an automatic weapon and it has a rocket firing weapon. And it's generally the same shape. It's triangular from the top. It's not as round as D.Va's mech, so they'd have to change it a bit, but they're just gonna have to make it fatter. Holy crap, I just thought of one on the spot. The enforcement droid from RoboCop, I think it was, the old RoboCop movies. D.Va can be a RoboCop and she could be driving an ED droid. I know they're not pilotable in RoboCop, but you know, this is probably a large stretch to try to make this fit D.Va. But Genesect from Pokemon might work, possibly. It's the same general shape, it's just for some reason Genesect has a cannon on its back, like it's trying to imitate Blastoise. Also, alternatively, instead of the Mantis, we could probably also use a Promethean Knight from Halo. Those are also the same. Actually, I would argue that the Promethean Knight is more like D.Va's shape than the Mantis. Also, I remember this clip of the Promethean Knight tackling Master Chief, and the mask on his face opens and he screams. Wouldn't it be so cute if the mask on the mech opens and you just see D.Va and she's just like, roar! Come on, make that a taunt. That would actually work perfectly for highlight intros on Play the Games. Next up, we got Doomfist. Now, when I think about Doomfist, I secretly think about Hellboy with that giant red hand. Of course, there's also Thanos. Thanos is a good one with the Infinity Gauntlet. Great option, actually. Maybe also Generator Rex, though that one's a bit iffy because Generator Rex is a little bit different. Just because you have a gauntlet doesn't mean you fit Doomfist. And the rest of the people I'm thinking of, I don't want to be racist, so I'm not going to name them. Next character, Junker Queen. I know what we could do with Junker Queen. Man, what's that lady from Dead by Daylight? Huntress? Is that what her name is? Yeah, whatever. Huntress works. Fuck it. This one might be a stretch, but Predator? So, hear me out. Predator in one of the games had an energy scythe. You could replace the axe with the scythe, and you can replace the knife with the smart disc, because Predator does have a smart disc. It fits, it honestly does. And Predator has a baton, so when it comes to the ultimate, I mean, just switch out the scythe for the baton. Oh my god, this is a sleeper hit right here. Next up is Malga. This time it's simple. We're just looking for guys who have miniguns. Which brings me to George from Halo Reach. What do I have to say? He's a giant guy with a minigun. Just give him 2 miniguns, and boom, he's Malga. Actually, George's minigun is a modified version of the normal turrets you'll find sitting around in Halo Reach. Malga's other hand could have a normal Halo minigun, because you see them on the Warthogs in every game. They always look the same. So just give him George's minigun and the normal minigun. And I might not be the only idiot to think this, but heavy weapons guy, hello? Give him the Hulong heater and his normal minigun. You got yourself a good one. Actually, instead of the normal minigun, give him the Brass Beast, because that's the one that does extra damage. Oh, for fuck's sake, we got Orisa? Are you kidding me? What the fuck am I gonna do with Orisa? Give her a Centaur skin. I don't give a fuck. She's such a unique character that I can't really think of anything on the spot. I hope you guys can help me with that one. Ramatra! Hey, wasn't there a point where Tien from Dragon Ball had 4 arms and he grew it out of his 2 arms? Well, there you go. Then you also got 4 arms from Ben 10, but it would be really weird looking at a Tetraman with only 2 arms. Hey, maybe you can make the Omnitrix changing noise when he gets his 4 arms. For Ramatra, there's not really many things I can think of, because a lot of the people that have 4 arms don't have a staff, and a lot of people who have staffs don't have 4 arms. You know what I'm saying? There are countless deities that have 4 arms, but to my knowledge, none of them have a staff. Reinhardt's pretty easy. We're just looking at bulky dudes with a sword. I mean, first off, you have a Space Marine. You can probably give him one of those stupid power axes, or power hammer. I don't know what the swords are called. Chain swords, right? Instead of hammer down, he either says for the Emperor or the Emperor protects. You got Atriox, also from Halo, could get the job done. I mean, he's about as big as Reinhardt. Or you could use the Brute Chieftain from Halo 2. What was his name? Tartarus? I feel like one of those brutes would work because a gravity hammer would make way more sense to create a shockwave that knocks people down. If they don't want to do a Space Marine, they could just do the Emperor. I mean, if it... Alright, Roadhog. Now we're looking at fat dudes with a shotgun. What the fuck do I put here? I mean, we can also get Mortal Kombat Scorpion for him. We could have a fat Scorpion. I think it would be equally scary if we used Grimace from McDonald's, but that's a story for another time. I'm not telling you about that one. Sigma. Alright, for Sigma, we got the Didact from Halo, because those Promethean grenades, those... What are they called? I don't remember what they're called. Those Promethean grenades are fucking awesome. And the Didact floats. He's bald, and he moves stuff with his hands. I can't think of anybody else who would float and throw rocks at you, and I'm not choosing the Avatar, so deal with it. Galactus, maybe? Galactus might actually work there. Yeah, let's go with Galactus. Next tank is Winston, and there's something I always wondered about Winston. If you go on open queue, and you use 2 Winstons, they should have a voice line when you like get a team kill or something, where one of the Winstons goes apes together strong. I mean, come on. You guys didn't even see that? For fuck's sake. In honor of Curious George, you can give him a man in the yellow hat suit. You can make Winston wear yellow and give him a banana-shaped hat. You could also give him a Hulk skin where when he goes into his ultimate, he just turns green instead of red. Give him the hair too, honestly. There would only be minor changes if they made a Hulk skin. It really wouldn't be worth the money they would sell it at. Since King Kong is too similar to Winston, let's go with Mecha Kong. There was a robot version of King Kong made because they made a robot version of Godzilla. You know, competition's a stupid thing. Hammond's another hard one for me to come up with ideas with, but the first one that comes to mind is Bakugan. Bakugan's amazing. When Hammond uses his ultimate, it shows the, you know, when a card activates in Bakugan, that's what it does. And then the mines come out of the card. We also got a Pokeball, and perhaps my favorite, maybe Unicron? That one's a stretch though, because Unicron transforms into a humanoid shape, but I guess all they gotta do is give him legs and then make Hammond pop out of those horn-looking things. Last but not least, we have Zarya. Zarya... What the hell do I use for Zarya? Wow, I can really see why people wanted to use Heavy Weapons Guy for Zarya, because there's really not much you can do for her in the way of skins. I mean, maybe give her a Spartan with a Spartan laser? That's really all I can think of. Who would it be, though? Whatever. Anyways, that's the end of finding skins for tanks. Next time, I'll either do DPS or support, depending on how I'm feeling. See ya!